So I thought it was a good idea, rather than just a race director's report, but like I do with the online safety briefings, sort of a thanks and debrief of the races. So I went into this weekend with not too much stress, but a lot on my shoulders, because we were hosting the Dutch and Belgian Skyrunning Championships, their National Series final, a bit like our National Series finals here in the UK, under the direction of Mike Jones. So that was, really cool. I want to thank all the Belgian and Dutch competitors for taking the effort and time to come over to our beautiful Lake District and essentially run routes that I've planned and the team and marshals have delivered. So that was really cool, and that fell on the 10th anniversary of Lake Sky Ultra, which is now the Helvellyn Sky Ultra. So a lot riding on this weekend, plus I decided to try a single day format, and that seemed to, from my side, work really well, and from the team side. I hope you as runners and racers found a similar experience. So I don't just want to thank the Dutch and Belgian competitors, I want to thank our UK following. I really want to thank all our competitors for coming and joining. If it wasn't for you guys, the races wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for me, the races wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for the marshals and my team that backed me up, the races wouldn't be here. So I think we've done pretty well 10 years. I'm happy about that. Even though it was to finish this year, which it's not, I'd be really happy. I could feel warm, until my older days. But I'm not there yet, so don't worry, we're doing it again next year. I'd like to thank my marshals team. I think I did this in the prize giving, my core team. I'd like to thank all landowners, farmers who allow us to do this, and they sometimes get pissed off with me for flags being left out a little bit too long, but I'm out here. I've had a message from one of the local farmers this morning saying there's still a couple of signs up on Sticks Pass, so that's where I'm heading to right now on the Pinnacle Ridge Extreme route. I think we did a great job swerving the weather, or the weather did a great job of swerving us, so I'm going to thank the weather. Thanks, weather, for allowing us to have another year sort of changed like we had to in 2023. And then food. I really wanted Lakeland food, and I know Super 8 pizza New York style isn't Lakeland food, but pizza's pizza, and it kept everybody's tummies full. We were supposed to have my friend Alex Kashefi, who is Barefoot Alex of old, who runs in sandals everywhere, and has done a Bob Graham sub 24 hours in his sandals, his Hirachis, I think from Wild Souls. Those ones were awesome achievement. Alex was coming over with his fell-reared Herdwick lamb and his own pork, but his van blew up at the start of the week, so no Lakeland Panuzzis, I think they were going to be some type of Italian folded olive bread, so that didn't happen. And then we had some Indian street food who said they'd jump in last minute. I think the scaremongering of the weather forecasting put them off, so they rang us up Friday, said we can't make Friday now. Then they rang us up Saturday, so we can't do Saturday. So you got pizza, at least you got pizza. Then we had Lakeland gelato booked. They've been with us before. Really nice gelato stroke ice cream. Do vegan stuff as well. Unfortunately, their van also blew up. So that's 3 vans of food vendors that blew up. I don't know what are the chances. Hey ho, that happened. So that was sort of the food, but we had Podder and Wren, our usual coffee vendors, awesome guys from Kendal who roast it locally, and we had Grayson team from Super 8 Pizza, I'm giving them a big up. Your soup was made, and always has been made, by Mickey, who is Fell Bites in the village of Glenridding. So that's super local. Obviously the lentils aren't, blah blah blah. We collect that on the Friday for you folks on the Saturday. And I'm not going to list off the core team because that'll be written, plus the marshals in the race director's report. But I really just wanted to thank everybody for coming and trusting us, and you know, seeing that we do put on some absolutely world-class events. There are errors, you know, it's always a work in progress. I'm sorry to the squirrel grind runners on this weekend. We didn't mean for there to be a miscommunication with the marshal, but it happened, you know, and it messed some of your races. I'll turn around and give you the view in the background, and I'm really sorry about that. If you come back next year, I'm going to send out an email to those that got sort of misguided by the marshal, and if you want to come back and race it with us next year, I know it's a long plate fight for some of you, but we'd love to have you back, and there's a free entry for you. On the Sky Race day, Saturday, I think all the courses went to plan. We had one marshal who didn't find the location. Some of the St Sunday runners went wrong. It didn't cause a major error. We time adjusted it. We feel that that was correct. We feel we've done the right thing. The Belgian and Dutch fraternity also agreed with us that we'd done the right thing. So I'm happy about that. Open tracking had some timing problems. It never usually happens. And they've timed my races for 7 years now, I think, something like that. And they're spot on, but there was a power outage and I've not quite got to the bottom of it. That meant the times got skewed. It picked up people's times differently. It threw everything out a bit. We've now rectified all that. We also found the short course hadn't been enacted by the open tracking platform, and for some reason the checkpoints weren't listed as mandatory, which always should be on a race like this, and they always have been. So, you know, that's something we haven't experienced before, but all those times are correct. Your results have gone to UTMB, the ITRA, the International Trail Running Association, Pinnacle Ridge, St Sunday, and Placeville. You'll also be getting updated soon. For some reason there's a glitch in the system, but I'm dealing with that as well. So all those ranking points should be sorted. Ranking points have gone to Skyrunning UK, so anybody who's trying out for the sort of series points, then that will be updated by the end of this week. And then for the Masters qualifications for the Skyrunning World Championships out in Bulgaria, Mike will be in touch with those who have passed that vetting. So I guess that sort of wraps everything up, apart from to say this is the last race of the season. It's our 10th year doing it. I'm really bowled over and very proud of what we've all created together. I'm super chuffed that you guys come and race with us. I would love to see you again next year. I'd love to tell you, you to tell your friends, I'm not a millionaire. I'm never going to be, and we're just trying to keep these things going. And as costs go up throughout the world, our costs go up. Everything just seems to rocket through the roof. Like last year I was buying bags from a supermarket, carrier bags full of food. I think it was like 30 quid. This year they're roughly 50 quid. So that's like a 35% increase, maybe more, 40% increase. I'm not putting that on the races, but I do have to survive. So if you see an increase, and I haven't done my costings for next year yet, then I'm doing it because it keeps the races going. It's not because I'm driving around in a Ferrari and I'm living it up on the Algarve and I'm having wild holidays. It's not like that. So hopefully that's down to earth. I'm not sort of speaking too out of tone, and I hope to see you all in 2026. And for those who are waiting for t-shirts or goat bells or winners plaques, it's all in process. I've got the Lakes 100 this weekend where I'm selling poles under Running Poles UK, and once I've dealt with that, I will then start finalising the last bits of our races, and I'll post all that stuff to you, whether you're in Belgium, Holland, the UK, Hong Kong, wherever you might be. It'll be firing through the post to you. So thanks a lot. See you next year.